Still sick, Cappy. All right, it's the weekend, and the weekend I promote my my Achieving Financial Excellence course. And one of the things, if not the probably the number one thing that I hated most about baby boomer bosses is aside from not training you and requiring master's degrees when an eighth grade education was all that was you're going to do. They never told you why you were doing things. They would just say, do this. Why? I don't have time to hold your hand. Steep learning curve, hit the ground running, bad work ethic. And this is why when they go to the nursing homes, I'm going to run around and kick them in their shins while they're in their wheelchairs. But aside from obvious curiosity, well, why are we doing it this way? The reason you want to know that is so that you get a general idea. You don't have to think about this top-down strategy. It's not that you gotta have an MBA level understanding. You're like, well, why am I doing that? You here you are, you're this new. Tell me if this sounds familiar, boys and girls. You're this new, fresh college graduate. You got all this ability and this work ethic and this momentum and desire, right? And you legitimately want to know, well, why do we do it that way? Why am I doing this? And then boomers, stupid kids, you don't know anything. I don't have time to hold your hand. Oh, reverse mortgage, you said? And I always found that incredibly frustrating because the reason, and this is when I taught anything, financial planning, dance classes, whatever else it is, you got to explain to people why you're doing it. So they get this overall arcing strategy like, oh, this is the general purpose. This is the overall goal. That's the goal over there. That's our objective. And that way, because surprise, if your boss or leader or teacher or not, if people, someone who's in command isn't there to tell you exactly what to do, you can fill in the gaps. Like, oh, I see what our goal is X. And the boomer boss said to do A, B, C, and D, and then F, but I'm skipping, I don't see E. Well, wait a minute. I bet you knowing A, B, C, and D, and then there's F, and I know the goal is X, I bet you I could figure out E pretty well. And that's what I found. Oh, God, name anyone that's gray hair. Teachers, guidance counselors, professors, bosses, they would never give you the overall game plan. So you're like, well, why am I doing this? Don't question me. You're not the boss. Well, and then that's the other thing is sit down. Everybody ready? You ready for this? Did you know boomers are pretty bad with technology? So here you are. You don't even have to be an IT genius. You just know how to use the internet and attach files going back in the 90s. And you say, well, wait, why are we doing it this way? You get in and like, oh, well, with this thing called, sit down, boomers, Microsoft Excel. Oh, crazy new technology that's only been around for Lord knows 20 years. We could consolidate steps A through D into one step A. You're not the boss. You don't know. You guys know all boomers. You've dealt with them. And so I've always, no matter what, when I'm trying to convey a project, wisdom, a skill, dance classes particularly, I'm like, I will sit down and talk to the men and the women for 15 minutes. Like, look, ladies, shut the F up. He leads, you follow. The second you lead, it's over because you're no longer following. And he needs to pay attention to the music because the whole point is for him to guide you through moves that you execute so that you look good on the dance floor. And they're like, oh, that's why I should shut up. Yeah. And you know what? Never had a problem with leading and following my classes because I explained the overall concept, the overall arcing strategy of how ballroom dancing worked. And finance is the same thing. And that's why I came up with this class, Achieving Financial Excellence, because how long has financial planning been out there? How long has Dave Ramsey's book and Sue Zarsman book and what's his name? Robert Kiyosaki, all great books. I mean, you can go online and get all the, what are the steps A, B, C, and D for you to do to get to X to retirement, but ain't nobody telling you why. And we're in a particularly unique situation today with inflation, what's happening to our money. And so what I did was put together a course called Achieving Financial Excellence that explains why. It gives you the context, especially in the fact that we're printing off money, which plays a role. But as I've talked about it before, it specifically delves into what is the nature of wealth. What is the specific role money should play in your life? And what should be your life goal? Everyone thinks, oh, I make a lot of money. That's my life goal. That is not your life goal. Bill Gates hit that early. Well, what do you do? All right. It's like, here are your life goals, and this is the role, the capacity, or the way in which you use money as a tool to achieve those goals. And so that's what this course offers. It explains the nature and purpose and role of wealth or money, however you want to define it, and how what your overarching goals should be. So that then you go ahead, take any one of a number of courses. You can, bachelor pad, all this is steps 1 A through Z. I mean, it does go into great detail at every possible financial decision you make. But, I won't lie, it does talk about a little bit of why in there. But I should invest in a 401k. Yeah. Hey, everyone, did you know you should invest in a 401k and an IRA? Do you know you should diversify? Did you know that? Hey, did you know not to major in stupid crap? Why should I not? The why. Well, so I don't have student loan debt. Right. So you have a lot of money, right? Yeah. So I have a lot of money. And then what do you do? And then you come up to me later on. Cappy, I got 2.5 million. I make 300,000 a year. I'm 31. What do I do? Oh, now you need the why. We're going to objective X. That's what the course is for. So anyway, it's linked below. Achieving Financial Excellence. You can find it on Teachable. It's $99. Yes, it's worth it. If, as with all my products, if you do what's in them, you will more than earn your money back. So you're practically paying yourself to take this class. I also will admit that this is the course that'll give you the swift kick in your ass that you need to take that first step in retirement planning. Because without the why, it's like going, you should have your teeth cleaned every 6 months, right? Yeah, you know that. You should have your eyes checked yeah, you know that. You should, but you don't have the incentive. This is where I go and get a 300-yard running start and kick your ass into doing it. And so if you need that oomph for $99, you'll get that oomph and the reason and the why, and then you'll actually go and do it. And there you go. That's it. All right. Yeah, the people that's asking about them. Yeah, the minimalism course I haven't opened it yet because I don't want to. I'm lazy and I'm busy and I'm still. This sickness is kicking my ass. I feel a lot better, but man, I'm going to bed at like 8, 9 p.m. Waking up at 8, 9 a.m. So yeah, I hope next year Cappy is back again. Guess who's back? Tell a friend. Good one, insert. Everyone has a financial plan until you get punched in the face. It's right. It's good. That's good. Oh, all right. Oh, what are you talking about? Wisdom? What? Yeah. The brothers. I didn't even know what. You're not white, boys? I thought you were white. Oh, what? Yeah, black people don't get. Yeah. The brothers don't get sick. Sure. All right. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.